right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. And Tory Lanez, I think he was on the Breakfast Club this morning. I ain't watched the interview. I just seen the clip where he says that 75% of the rappers today get their style from Young Thug. All right, and he basically said that, obviously rappers don't want to say they jocked off Young Thug, but they jocking off Young Thug. And I say to him, well, a lot of younger artists who don't know they past, and I don't believe you can be a great artist without knowing your past. You don't have to know the entire past, right? But these are Lil Wayne's spawns. He spawned a lot of these people, dude. From the minute the Carter 3 came out, Lil Wayne turned into this rock star, pop star, commercial rapper. He no longer cared about substance no more. And kind of not caring about substance and wanting to go gimmick rap is the gateway to becoming a huge overall just musical act. That's how you break through. Now, if you remember 2 Chainz back in the day, even before the Duffel Bag Boys, he was about like rapping about bars and really rapping about something. And the minute he really started becoming, Titty Boy, then when he became 2 Chainz, okay, he dumbed it down. He had to dumb it down because that's the way that he got commercial appeal. Okay, all the brand Nubians and the De La Souls and all that stuff and the Public Enemies, they don't want that in the industry. All right, they're not gonna push your streams. They're not gonna get the robots to stream your music to make it seem like you went platinum or triple platinum or diamond with these streams. They want to push the ignorant rap music, and Lil Wayne figured that out. The Carter 2, the Carter 1, what was it, 500 Degrees, whatever else he was doing before that, it had substance to it. He was rapping about something, it had meaning to it. And then when the Carter 3 came out, he figured out, like, hey, you know what, if I dumb it down, people gonna consider me a great rapper, a crossover rapper. And Lil Wayne doesn't get the respect from the KRS-Ones or the MC Shans, or he don't get that respect from the Cubes and stuff. They say it just because they don't want to step on his shoes and seem like they hating, but they don't respect him as how can I say, they don't respect him as sitting at the table. You know what I'm saying? When you hear Rick Ross give his top 5, when you hear Puff give his top 5, or if you hear Cube give his and people say, well, I don't care about what Puff and Cube say and what LL Cool J got to say. I care what like Tory Lanez got to say or something like that, and that's cool. In your own era, you can live in your own mind, but we all know that Lil Wayne trailblazed a negative impact on rap. When he got to getting the piercings and he got to wearing the purses, he got to wearing the gay ass clothes and stuff of that nature, and he got to wearing, just all that flashy and all that. So he didn't used to be like that. I remember he was saying, slow down, B. I slow the Rolls Royce, B. I remember when he was straight. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like good straight, not like heterosexual or bisexual or whatever, or homosexual. I just remember he was a straight rapper. You're like, oh yeah, Wayne got next. And then when Carter 1, oh man, Wayne Carter 2, oh yeah. Then the Carter 3 came out, he found commercial appeal success. And commercial appeal gives you a lot of financial success. That made him a crossover star where he can go travel. Who he with? Bleak 182. He doing the tour with that. Had he stayed down the path of Carter 1, Carter 2, his financially, he may never have got what he got, even though Birdman, even though ended up finessing him out of money, he got some of it back. But to be honest, Kodak Black, Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug, all them dudes got their style from him. The only true original style out of that whole little crevice or that whole category is Future. People talk about Young Thug and all that. See, Future kind of created his own style, to be honest. That's Future style. You see Fetty Wap trying to bite off of it. You see other rappers trying to bite off. The Panda guy, Designer, tried to bite off his style. I thought that was Future for a long time. But Lil Wayne is responsible for the rich homie Quans, and that's who they looked up to. And it's very evident in a lot of those guys' styles. And they can say, yo, Young Thug, yeah. you know, we all know Young Thug is at least bisexual. That ain't no secret. He come from a bisexual city with a ton of undercover brothers in Atlanta and bisexual. And at the end of the day, you know, people fight. And what grinds my nerves is nothing to do with his sexuality. But when you out here discussing rap with these young guys, and they don't understand rap, you know, you try to school them a gig game, and they can never digest what you're saying because they don't know nothing about the past. They might know about Hit 'Em Up, Pac, or they might know about the 10 Crack Commandments by Biggie, or they might know about the No Vaseline by Ice Cube. But it was so many more meaningful records and meaningful, you know, people in hip hop, or some of those dudes did a lot more meaningful work. You know what I'm saying? I know about Strictly for My Niggas, Tupacalypse, and, you know, Suicidal Thoughts and Everyday Struggle. Motherfuckers just know about the hits. When you go back and look at Midnight Marauders, you go back and look at groups that got overlooked like Daz Effects, and, you know, you go back and look like Onyx and, you know, Sticky Fingers and Fredro, and some of those, it's just some of those rap groups, you know what I'm saying? You know, you dig a little bit deeper, but what grinds my nerves about Young Thug is these dudes would be so anti bisexual or homosexual. They be so anti, and they quick to throw out the mook word. They quick to throw out gay. And they quick to bash those people. You know what I'm saying? But then again, your favorite artist or the artist you listen to in Young Thug, you trying to defend. Oh, he got kids. I mean, have you not been to Atlanta? It's a lot of dudes that got girlfriends and boyfriends on the low. Just because you got kids, that don't mean nothing. This dude in a dress, you know what I'm saying? This dude is saying some lyrics that you don't even, like, you rapping the lyrics, but you don't even comprehend the lyrics that he's saying. And we know Lil Wayne was kissing Baby and saying questionable stuff on BET. You know what I'm saying? We know Baby was on stage saying he messed with women and dudes. I mean, this is all documented, you know, and this is before really the social media era, but it can still go viral in the social media era. But back to what Tory Lanez was talking about, like, no, Young Thug don't get credit because they ran. If anything, Lil Wayne get the credit. This is his era. You know what I'm saying? This is his era of rap. He may have had the biggest impact on hip hop, on the culture, bigger than any rapper out there. Negative or positive. Give me a bigger impact that spawned so many rappers sounding the same. Because back in the day, you couldn't sound the same. Spice One couldn't sound, you know, like another dude from the Bay Area or another dude from LA or whatever, the situation like that. He couldn't sound like that without getting dissed. Snoop couldn't sound like nobody from Long Beach or all the way out to Texas, all the way to New York City. DOC couldn't sound like nobody. Cube couldn't sound like nobody without getting dissed and going to war. In this era, they all can sound like Lil Wayne and take a little bit of Lil Wayne, dress like Lil Wayne, wear the questionable clothes like Lil Wayne, and everybody be like, okay, cool, you know what I'm saying? And nobody gonna bat an eye. So when you can do something and get away with it, it changed the game. See, okay, dudes wanted to be like Pac, and dudes wanted to be like Big, and dudes wanted to be like Jay. But they know if they tried to run with that style, that they weren't going to run off and get fired. Wasn't no running off on the plug. You know what I'm saying? Without getting dissed and without getting destroyed. That's just the facts. Well, you can kind of point to the turning point of 50 and Jai, where somebody can diss you and steal your style and do it better than you and make a career. At that turning point, that opened the door for, like, dudes to be like, steal this from Lil Wayne. And Lil Wayne look at it as homage. Young Thug didn't innovate that style. You know, he put his twist on it. He made it Atlanta. You know, and that's what Atlanta represent. All the dresses and all the secretly I'm homosexual, secretly I'm bisexual. That's Atlanta to the fullest. Go down to Atlanta now and see if I'm lying. And why the HIV rate and STD rate, or especially HIV rate, so high there. Because of the undercover brothers, guys that's acting like they hetero, but they not hetero. But that's just what it is. But he didn't run off with that style. I mean, he didn't start that style. He incorporated some things that make it Young Thug style, but that's Lil Wayne. Lil Uzi Vert, he kind of put his little twist to it. But still, that whole party like a rock star stuff, that's Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne made it cool to dress like that. Wasn't no hip hop artist when I was coming up in the 90s and early 2000s was dressing like no pop stars, bro. Very, very few. Not no Nelly, not no Pac, not no Big, not no X, not no Kiss, not no Mobb Deep. None of them dudes, man. You go out to New York and LA, they weren't following no other trends but what they was doing there. Bally's, Converses, you know, with the Chuck Taylors, you know what I'm saying? They was doing the whole little Timberlands and Averex coats, and you know, there wasn't no influence, wasn't no, like, that was their style. But now in rap is now, Lil Wayne adopted that rock star style, and you know, all that licky like a daddy pop. I'm listening to that, I said, man, this ain't no Wayne. This ain't the Wayne that I knew. But all that opened the door, and along with 50 and Jai, when he stole Jai's style and he did it better than people's opinion, and he ran off with it, that enabled people to say, hey, I'm gonna be like Lil Wayne and steal his style. And when Lil Wayne started letting motherfuckers run off with his style and run off on the plug, and they wasn't, you know, held accountable, guess what? People ran off with a Rich Homie Quan, Young Thug, and so many other rap artists. They ran off with it. And Lil Wayne didn't really care about it. Lil Wayne, you know, I kiss my daddy, you know. But Tory, to close it out, Tory Lanez, I get what he's saying, but if you really want to go somebody that 75% of rappers genuinely kind of sound like, it's Future. It's Future, man. Future kind of got his own style. Like, he got his style is more generic Future than his generic Young Thug. You know, Young Thug got a style for Wayne. You go and looking like dudes that's rapping and singing for real like that, Future incorporated that style. Like, he really made it like cool, and everybody was jocking, dressing like him, making songs like him. Future probably got the most out of that kind of area of the South, of that music. He probably got the most authentic style. And of course, you're gonna take it from here, there, you know, but that's his style. His style to me is more authentic. It's more authentic to him than it is to, you know, the Young Thug style. And plus, I don't know much about Young Thug, but I believe Future is a more commercially successful rapper. I do. I think Future is a more successful rapper commercially. I could be wrong, maybe. You know, on the slide tip, Young Thug selling a lot of records and stuff of that nature. But I don't really follow him, but I do know his rap style. But to me, Future deserves more credit in this era for his style. And he may have an argument as the rapper of the decade. You know? But I believe most people get at you Drake, and that's another conversation for another day. But me personally, like, that's Lil Wayne, you know. Most of what Young Thug is doing, Lil Wayne did that, and I get where Tory Lanez coming from, but I just think he misinformed. I think he a solid artist and shit. I see his new hairline and shit, and hey man, had confidence. Women putting horse hair, another human hair in their head. If you want to have a new hairline, man, go do you. I ain't tripping on it. You know, males refuse to accept their baldness, but hey, it is what it is. You know, you can't really talk about him and it happened to you. You trying to do the same thing, but like I said, he an okay artist, bro. You know, only problem I ever had with him is when he challenged everybody to rap about him, and that dude Dax rapped about him, and he had the best diss rap about Tory Lanez, even better than Lucas Jordan, whatever that kid name is. And he pulled up on him and he threatened him, whatever he threatened him with, and he got mad because old boy killed him. Oh, you don't know me like that. And that's how I knew. I said, that dude beat him. Anytime you got to pull up on somebody in traffic with multiple men or whatever weapon you had to threaten somebody, yeah, he won. He really touched the nerve. He made Tory Lanez go to the street. But other than that, Tory Lanez is a good artist, you know. He one of those other dudes that rap and sing. You don't know if they rapping and singing from time, if it's going to be a rapper singing song. And rapping is becoming more R&B, and R&B is coming, I don't know what. I don't know, no Ariana, whatever these girls, Lizzo. Shout out to Lizzo. I didn't know she was from Detroit. I'm from Detroit. So shout out to her. I didn't know where she was from. But hey, y'all know what it is, man. Goodfellas Sports TV. Let me know what you guys think. I'll link that clip in the description of Tory Lanez saying that, man. Let me know what y'all guys think. I'm tripping, he tripping, or you got a different opinion, or you agree with me or Tory. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. And don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You reach out to the email if you got business question, inquiry, response, video request. Want to keep sharing the videos? Please do. It's the best way to make a donation. But if you want to make a donation, that links in the description. Didn't think this video was going to be this long, but it was a good conversation. And next year, I'm going to start doing more hip-hop streams once again. So be on the lookout for that hip-hop one-on-one playlist. We gone.